Hello everyone, we're live from Lindsborg again today, and you're really fortunate. We're going to get to tell you a really fun story today. One of the questions that we get asked very frequently are, what are those tall white things in town? And only because I have help from Mid Kansas Co-op and particularly from the general manager here in Lindsborg, Byron Bina, we are able to not only answer the question, but we're able to show you how they work. And we're going to take you all the way from production through how the product gets to Texas. So stay tuned and we're going to go with you. Byron, tell us a little bit though before we go about MKC itself, because Mid Kansas Co-op isn't just a company that's in Lindsborg. They're actually in multiple places now.
Yep. I believe we have 35 physical locations now. We took on another entity here this last year, and now we have a footprint in Oklahoma, Arkansas, as well as Missouri. So we are expanding, and we're a pretty aggressive company, and we are the same way.
And a great community partner. You have 4 cores that you operate on. What are those?
First and foremost, the first one is safety, making sure that everyone goes home with all their fingers and toes at the end of the day. We have a pretty rigorous program for safety. The next one is courtesy, being courteous to our neighbors around us.
And we can vouch for that.
Yeah, to our customers as well as our employees who we work with. Next one is image, making sure that we're taking care of our property and we have a good image with the community and we're a good working partner. And last one is actually innovation. So we pay our employees to come up with good ideas if it comes to efficiency or safety. If they have an idea to streamline the process, we actually cut them a check for that.
So this is a great company. We want you to know about Mid Kansas Co-op, but we also wanted to show you some of the wonderful work that they do, not only in our community, but in our area. So stay with us. We're going to take you all the way from the field today to taking grain out to go into Texas. So stay tuned. Come along.
Here in Lindsborg, we take 5 different commodities. One of our commodities is hard red winter wheat. In Kansas, we raise some of the best wheat in the world right here. Wheats are used for your flours, your pastas, your cookies, things of that sort for baking. Some of the uses that we have for corn that we also take is ethanol. Food grade corn gets put into the human supply in the form of corn chips, tortillas. They could also be used for livestock feed as well, just to name some of them. Our next commodity that we have is soybeans. And soybeans here in Kansas can usually be sent to make soybean oil, soybean meal, things of that sort for cooking oils as well. Another commodity that we have in Kansas is yellow grade sorghum, also known as milo. Milo can be used for animal feed as well, can be crushed for ethanol, and can be exported as well. Another one that we have is sunflowers, but we don't have a sample for it right here. The sunflowers that we do take can be used for sunflower oil and to name another one, like bird feed as well. This is where it begins from us from the field. We have a producer bringing grain in right now. He'll step up on our scale, be weighed in, tell us what farm he belongs to and all the pertinent information. We will then approach the truck and grade it and dump it in one of our location elevators.
My name is Lauren Welch. I am the Grain Operations Manager here in Lindsborg. Today we're going to talk about our bin board. This is the map of our location. We take 5 different commodities here. You'll see in the different colors. Corn is in purple, soybeans is in blue, milo is in red, wheat is in green, and we take sunflowers. They're usually in black. We do not have any right now. The numbers you see here on the board are certain factors that we try and meet. We segregate moisture, test weight, FM, things like that to meet a certain specification. Say you go to your gas station, you get a candy bar, they have a certain amount of peanuts, sugar, salt, things like that. That's the same thing we do. The buyers will ask for a certain spec and we try and meet those, so we will blend commodities to meet that spec. After we probe the truck, it has a vacuum system and pulls it into the building. It'll split it down to a 50-50 sample. You put half in this GAC machine. It'll tell you the temperature, your moisture, and your test weight. Then you bring the other 50% over here. You're going to split it down. We're going into the grading process now. We usually use a 250 gram sample. We use hand pans. We grade for a foreign material, milo. Here we're grading milo. On top you see sticks, stalks, leaves. This is called FM, it's foreign material. It's a non-marketable discount that we use. It's the only thing we grade for in milo. Once you get this number, you're going to take it over the computer under the customer's ticket and you will enter it here.
So before we go out to the elevator, there's some things that we need to discuss as far as safety, and that's why Holly's not able to accompany us out there. Our grain employees go through a very strict continual safety training to make sure that everyone goes home with all their fingers and all their toes, because safety is the first of our 4 cores at MKC. So with our grain team, there is some PPE that we need to wear. First and foremost is our hard hat. We need to wear our safety glasses, cut-proof gloves, and our sturdy leather work boots. And along with that, we require employees to have good communication with each other to make sure that everyone is safe here. Semi will hold about 1,000 bushels. As you can see right here, they're dumping it in the pit. After the truck is dumped, it'll go in something called the leg, which takes it up to the top. If you can see it from up there, and it will go through a series of spouts into a bin of our segregation.
My name is Tanner Luddig, and I am the grain superintendent here at Lindsborg MKC. We are currently at top of the elevator in the gallery floor, and I'm going to explain how the grain gets into a bin. So first off, it's going to come down up the leg and down into that spout onto the belt. It's going to take a ride on the belt all the way over here to our tripper, which this tripper will allow us to decide which bin we would like it to go to and which side. So we will change that by turning these handles here, these 2 handles, and we can decide which side of the bins it will go on and which bin it will go into.
Our offices are held in the 2 largest skyscrapers in the city of Lindsborg. Who wouldn't want to work here with a view like this? We're now underneath the elevator in the tunnel. We're moving soybeans right here across the belt, up to the leg, is our tunnel. It stands probably a good couple 100 feet long. Right now we are shipping soybeans to Kent to be loaded on a train, and this is the process of how we load our trucks. I got Junior here giving you a bird's eye view of how we load trucks. We're at the scale with the loaded truck where they will probe it and grade it to make sure it meets specifications, and we'll tarp it and send it on its way. Lindsborg grain goes to many places. Today the beans that we are shipping is going to the Canton terminal behind me. Let's go inside and see how they do it. After we loaded the beans over here at Lindsborg, we are dumping them at Canton. Facility versus Lindsborg, to compare them, imagine a Steel Metro versus a Corvette. They both get you to the same place, but the Corvette can do it a lot faster. We're here at the train terminal in Canton. When we go to load the cars, the engines just move the cars forward ever so slightly. We're at the rail loadout here at Kent. You can see one person's opening the cars. The cars go through another elevated leg and they are weighed out. We're loading some of Canton's beans, we're loading some of Lindsborg's beans in this rail car. The cars are going to the Gulf in Texas. After the cars are loaded, we have someone shut the doors and seal them to ensure the food quality. Take a look here. When we're loading these cars, safety is of the utmost importance. The people that are on top of these cars, if you can see, if I can zoom in well enough, have lifelines and harnesses to keep them from falling off the car. In the event that something like that did happen, they would be secured not to fall to the bottom, to the ground. And that's how a train's loaded.
So now you've seen the process from start to finish. Explains a little bit better not only what an elevator is, but what it does. And we hope this has given you a great learning experience, and we hope to see you again next week.
Yep.
Signing off from Lindsborg.
Thank you.